Political Gaslighting. Tucker Carlson interview with Vladimir Putin. In the night from the 8th of February to the 9th of February, German time, I think it was 6 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time, an interview by Tucker Carlson with Vladimir Putin was published on his website and on YouTube. It lasts about 2 hours and it is visible for you for free on Tucker Carlson's website. You can find this information, the links in the description as well as in the pinned comment below. So please forgive my slightly darker eyes. It was a very short or a long night, depending on how you want to see it. So we find ourselves in times of a thicket consisting of narratives, truths, and lies. And it is very, very difficult for each of us to navigate through this jungle, especially when eager expedition leaders, regardless of nationality, offer their services to guide us through. Expedition leaders that sometimes seem to have an aversion to differentiated perspectives and to the truth itself. I think none of us can claim that they know the truth. I think this is something pertaining solely to the divine, however you might see that aspect. So the question for me personally is cui bono? Who profits from it? Who profits from what exactly? Our most recent past, also in Germany, the past few years, have shown how narcissistically effective narcissistic political gaslighting can be. Especially during times when the repetition of the same slogans and the shaming tactics, if you don't abide by those slogans, were aimed at making untruths into truths, a process that Joseph G. from the German past of back a few decades would have grimly nodded in agreement with. So there are various assiduous little bees out there that try to push narratives on you, that take grains of truth and enlarge them with lies and narratives, narcissistically abusing you by luring you into or forcing upon you shared fantasies. A shared fantasy is definitely not limited to a unit of two people, like, for example, maybe you with a narcissistic partner. It is also something that happens in football or soccer clubs, townships, and nationwide sometimes. So may this interview serve you as a shining example of political gaslighting, where you encounter during the first 30 minutes, a history lesson for the Russia that you know today. This is word salad aimed at lowering the defenses of the interviewer Tucker Carlson. It is aimed at sowing confusion, having him miss the point, which he doesn't. I don't know what Tucker Carlson, what routines he went through to stay awake, especially during those first 30 minutes. The rest is very interesting for different reasons. But he manages quite well, and repeatedly he tries to interrupt Putin to have him explain where this is leading to, what he's actually aiming at. And with each interruption, you can see in the Russian president a slight flicker of narcissistic rage, because he's being impeded from what he's trying to establish here. Now, the rest, and I won't spoil anything, because I really urge you to watch it, to see Political Gaslighting in action. It is in your own best interest, ladies and gentlemen, to form your own opinion and to learn the ways that narcissistic abuse works, how especially political gaslighting works, aimed at having you doubt reality, having you doubt your own perception of reality. And this is especially important when you're facing tides of lying through omission by somebody else, people, groups, institutions. Freedom of opinion, freedom of speech, wherever this might lead you. Free and open discourse, civil discourse. This is your right, regardless of where you come from. So, in conclusion, you trying to break out of a shared fantasy, be that in your private life, social life, or when it comes to politics, requires you to individually and extensively researching and dealing with a multitude of sources of information. For those parts and aspects that are of interest to you, and you are certainly not obligated to have interest in anything and everything. I know there are many people out there that try to confront you with a certain conflict, a certain situations, and ask you, are you with A or against A? Are you against B or with B? Decide now, this is your binary choice, is what they're trying to sell you. It is not. You're in no way obligated to take sides when it is something where you just do not wish to or feel incapable of taking sides. This is not discourse. Someone's trying to shove something down your throat and you politely refuse, as is your right, ladies and gentlemen. You have the responsibility and another right to decide what nutrition you feed to your body. The same goes for your right and your responsibility to the nutrition you feed to your mind. Watch this interview and make up your own mind. Thou shalt know that you will see political gaslighting in action, and we shall not forget how, as I said, political dissension is being treated in Russia, as well as the KGB past of the interview partner, and most importantly, thou shalt not forget the personality style of this very interview partner. Wherever the truth might be in all of this, I think it is important for you to know that it will be easier for you if you inform yourself properly and question the information somebody urgently tries to swallow and adapt to and act accordingly. And a lie will not become the truth if you repeat it often enough. I know this goes against the dead German and despicable German Joseph G. But repeating a lie often enough does not ever make it the truth. It is up to you to make up your own mind, and this will become easier if you know your ways around narcissists, how their speech pattern is, how they interact, the way they look, they behave, they move, and the words they use. Mind you that words can be as sharp as blades, and you had better wear your armor when it comes to that. Be your own hero and be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.